Hello, and welcome to the remake of one of the most nostalgic mod packs ever, at least in my opinion, Tekkit 2. But as with any other mod pack, we always start by punching wood, getting a pick, gathering some stone and coal, get less garbage tools, gather some food, stealing from villagers, find a nice location to live, set up a base camp, and try to find some iron. Which, to be honest with you, it actually turned out much trickier than I remembered. But at least on a very positive note, we are geared up and we can do much more mining. And we should always remember the first diamond should be on camera. I also decided to get my first ender pearl. It was very successful, but it came at a cost. But I know what you're thinking. We can get diamond armor. Unfortunately, no. We have other priorities. We first need to go and gather some obsidian, make a portal, go to the nether, gather some quartz and glowstone first. Are you asking why? It's okay. Me shall enlighten you with darkness. The most important thing that you should do in this mod pack before doing anything else is to follow my instructions. You get yourself a philosopher's stone, make a transmutation tablet, and by tablet I mean table, and dump everything inside. And this is why that single ender pearl was worth dying for, cause now we can get as much as we want. However, you might notice that in this mod pack we don't have any backpacks. Fear not, darkness has you covered. And by darkness I mean Project E. All you have to do is to get some low covalence dust, medium covalence dust, and some high covalence dust. You make yourself an alchemical chest, you teach it to your table, and then you're going to make an alchemical bag. Literally one of the best backpacks ever. And now if we want to get some diamond armor, we can. I look very fancy, I know. However, at this very moment we don't have any methods of generating EMC, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go mining. Oh, and by the way, we can get food. See you in a bit. Gaze into my eyes. Mesmerizing, aren't they? Now, look at our EMC. I have done a crazy amount of mining, and now look at our EMC. I still have to smelt the ores, but you know, this is already great. By having the transmutation table, it's not very important what are we going to mine, it's just important that we go mining, so that we gather some EMC. It is very true, if everything was made out of emeralds or diamonds, life would have been much better. But it is what it is, what can you do? And we can also recycle our pick. You lose a lot based on the durability, but this is fine as well. Anyways, one of the most important things that we should be able to do is that we remove our stupid furnaces, and instead try to get some iron furnaces maybe? They're going to be faster. Oh yes, significantly faster. Anywho, I want to go mining again, and you guys already know that EMC is very important. So a better pick is going to help us a lot. We're going to go with a dark matter pick, which does mean that we have to start crafting the different types of fuel from Project E, like so. Make a bit of dark matter, and voila, the dark matter pick. These are unbreakable, so we don't need our diamond pick. I'm assuming it's unbreakable? Yes. Also, another thing which is going to help us a lot is going to be a client star. Because you know, we need to provide our dark matter pick with some EMC so that it will fully function, and I guess a client star is the best option. So here is client star 1, client star 2, and unfortunately we can't go higher than that. Yeah, these are worthless. Anyways, the client star needs to be charged, so we just put it over here. And it's charged. As a downside, we don't have any more EMC. Everything that we have is in our client star. Another personal recommendation that I have is that near the lava pools, you're going to find sulfur. And that is actually a decent amount of EMC. Oh, diamonds. Nice. You can just vein mine the ores with a right click. It's gonna consume some charge, but it's not that much. But it's awesome. For what I want to be able to do, we are going to need a ton of EMC, so I thought maybe we can come to the nether, because one important thing to remember is that the nether ores are actually going to give you double the yield. It's just that if you mine them, pigmen are not going to like it. Yep, but the yield is going to be nice. Oops, I forgot it does that. Yes, one of the nice perks of having quark in the pack. What do we get? Ooh, shiny things. Darkness has beautiful eyes, but he also has a lot of wisdom. Mining is fun, but if you want to have a lot of EMC, villagers are the best. We are going to sell the butcher 14 pork chop at a value of 900 EMC, and he's going to give us an emerald for 16,000. Yes, what a deal. Oh, another butcher. Nice. We are making a decent profit. I'm happy. Oh, and by the way, one important thing that I forgot, this is 1.12. We have cheaty villagers. Yep. 2.3 million. Well, this has been such a cheaty method that I have no idea what to say. We have 48 levels of experience and a ton of emeralds. I just wanted to have a few million in order to make a few stuff, and wow, 6.5 million. We get a bit more. You know, even the coal trade is worth it, because this is 2100 EMC, one emerald is 16,000. And do you have any idea what I wanted to craft? The dark matter furnace. This is a super amazing furnace. I mean, that is the hope. Yep. This is amazing. So for the moment we teach it to you, and I go trade more. The dark matter furnace was the best idea I ever had. However, there are a few more gizmos that we should be able to craft from Project E. For example, the dark matter sword. I have also taught the client star field to our transmutation table, and let us also get a fancy chest plate. Why not? Oh, that looks horrible. Never mind, I'm going to wear diamonds, and we throw this away. I do understand that this is a huge waste, but we cheated with the EMC. I don't care. Well, not to bore you to death, but this has been going on for a while. Because I thought to myself, why the hell do we need dark matter when we would be able to upgrade everything to red matter? Yeah, exactly. This is much better. We're going to upgrade our pick, the sword, and I guess the rest are not that important for the moment. Anyways, now that we have done all of this, let me gather some resources and start making a base. Not a very fancy base, a small one. Actually, before we start working on our starter base, there is one more thing that we should definitely craft. Obviously, the rendingale. You know, so that we can have creative flight. It does help a lot with building. So welcome to my humble abode. It's not supposed to be anything fancy, we even have a vineyard in the front, and you might also notice a few mods have been added to the pack. Some of them are aesthetic, some of them are my favorite. We have rustic, architecture craft, bibliocraft, thaumcraft, thaumic restoration, and thaumic augmentation. Obviously the original Tekkit never had thaumcraft, but I figured since we are playing 1.12, I might as well try this mod one more time. It could be one of the last times that I'm playing with this mod, so why the hell not? I'm not going to show any progression of thaumcraft in this series, but I am going to use the blocks, because they look incredibly nice. And no, I'm not going to make anything which is going to break the progression or does not have a vanilla substitute. For example, this is a fancy door. You can use a door. If I make myself the boot of the traveler, you can also make yourselves nano boots. All of that being taken care of, what is the plan for today? I'm glad you asked. This mod is mainly about industrial craft, not industrial craft 2, but the original industrial craft. Instead of Mine Factory Reloaded, we do have industrial foregoing, and we also have galactic craft. And the goal is to get to Mars. And of course, most importantly, we also have railcraft. So I think one of the most important things that we have to do is to try and get some steel, which means we need some soul sand, maybe some magma blocks. And I think the rest of the items have EMC. We can go home. Have fun, I guess. I wanted to make a coke oven and I realized there is a red version of it. I was looking for red sand, but I guess we don't really have to. We just make sandy stone. I have been exploring for a while, but at least maybe we're going to find the sword of the cosmos here? No. Oh, I want these guys. Engineers, electricians, something. I have not seen a desert temple in a very long time. I'm actually pretty excited. What do you have? Well, nothing super exciting, I guess. We also have cherry wood. Lovely. Oh, and most importantly, we're looking for these. Rubber trees. We do have industrial craft, so resin is important. And I just wanted to mention, it's lovely to have flight on episode 1. Exploration is so much easier. JEI shows you that if you use this recipe, you're going to get the red coke oven, but I got the normal one. But this is very different than I remember it. It seems that you can make it massive. Well, this is a 3x3. It can also be a 4x4 apparently. Oh, that will give you 2. No, it gives you 1. So why would you make a bigger one? We go with a 3x3. But this is obviously just to make coal coke, we also need to make steel. And since this is a project which is going to take ages, we're going to start it early on. And FYI, this is why we needed soul sand. A coal coke is going to take 90 seconds to get ready, so I think we're going to have 3 coke ovens and only 2 blast furnaces. And remember, that is a 3x3x3, this one is a 3x3x4. Just in case you're wondering, and it's hollow in the middle. And for us, it's actually going to take longer because I'm using blocks of coal, so yeah. 800 seconds. I think 3 coke ovens to 2 blast furnaces is a good ratio because this one takes 90 seconds and steel on the other hand is just going to take 64 seconds. Oh, and yes, I buried them underground. I didn't know what to do. Also, this block that you see over here is the smoker block from Railcraft. It doesn't do anything, it just emits smoke, which I thought it's appropriate. Oh, and by the way, I'm really tired to go to my transmutation table every time. Can we make a tablet? Yes. So here is one transmutation table. This time we teach it to you. 4 dark matter blocks. That was expensive. It's okay. Later on, we're going to have a quarry. We're going to be filthy rich. But here is a transmutation tablet. Nice. We have all of our recipes on the go. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first steel ingot. And did you know we have this mod? You can place down ingots. And you know, you can pick them up. I don't know the name of the mod, it was already included. But maybe over here we should be able to have a place to place down our steel ingots and see the fruits of our work. And yes, that is only 4, we need a few hundred for what I want to do. And I just wanted to let you know that no, steel does not have EMC. And you need it for the compressed steel in order to make the rocket. And also the other bits and bobs from Railcraft. Let us also focus a bit on the main task at hand, which is industrial craft. You know, I do have a weird relationship with armor and I don't mind it being very composite. Meaning that the more random pieces I wear, the happier I am. Unless it's the one from Hexarai or the one from Thaumcraft. But for the moment we don't have access to anything else, so let us try to go into IC2 and get a composite vest. These are the things that we have to do anyways. One thing that I have realized is that sticky resin has EMC. I don't remember this being a thing. I always remember having rubber tree sapling farms. But I guess maybe at that time I was just being stupid. I don't know. Anywho, let us get some rubber. Very nice. We need a ton of rubber in order to make copper cables. We also get some refined iron, some empty cells, which does have EMC, some batteries. We upgrade some iron furnaces into the generator, and obviously into the geothermal generator. Yeah, for the moment we don't really have that much space, so I'm gonna put one over here, make a few circuits, a compressor, and we put it next to you. I believe if we place down a bucket of lava and pick it up with a cell, yes, this one has EMC. And we should be able to put lava cells into a geothermal generator and get some EU. Another machine that we are going to need is going to be the macerator. Of course, you can go with a stone macerator, but we're gonna go with the normal one, because I'm filthy rich and I don't care. So there you go. I think we should be able to just put it on top. Yes. This garbage macerator is going to make us some copper dust, hopefully after 1,000,000 years. And after that, we want to make some tin dust in order to make bronze. Oh my goodness, you're garbage. Is there any way that we can make overclockers? Oh, this is just like a bucket, so we can pick up water. We shall make some coolant cells. And of course, the first overclocker. I don't think with one generator we can go higher than that. You're still garbage. Well, I just made 2 more. Is it gonna be any better? Seems to work fine. But let us get a bit of bronze dust first so that I can make a wrench. That is alloying 101. Copper and tin gives you bronze. Oh, bronze has EMC. Oh, just the dust. Okay. I'm guessing they decided to make it hard because they didn't expect that we're going to have a red matter furnace. But here is bronze, and I guess this is my wrench, for the moment. The wrench that we have at this very moment, you might notice that it's not lossless. This is industrial craft. If you attempt to break these machines, they're gonna break completely. And if we want something which is lossless, it's going to be the electronic wrench, which for some reason is incredibly cheap, so let us make one. And we also need to have a battery box in order to charge it. That is cheap. Why is everything so cheap? I think we should maybe start making a personal MFE so that we can charge everything. We get some energy crystals, a battery box. And I just realized we made the wrong one. We wanted you. Okay, the MFE. It's fine, battery boxes are always useful. You know, you are telling, oh, this is bronze cable. That is perfectly fine. We go with gold. Here is our MFE. And I have no idea why I should upgrade it to a personal MFE, but we're gonna do that. I like things to be personal. So for the moment, if I put you here, it's fine, we charge it with another one. Allow injection from the world. Now it's charging up. Enable lossless mode and we should be able to pick up everything, yes. Although now that we are doing everything, let us also start making our advanced alloy, which is not that bad. Here is some mixed metal ingot and we shall compress it. Oh, you should get the overclocker upgrades. You're too slow. Okay, we have our advanced alloy and we shall have the composite vest. I'm hoping this one looks nicer. Oh yes. This one is very fancy, but this is one of the things which is going to break down very soon, so let us get a repair talisman. I can't shift click with the arcane workbench. It's hard to remember the recipes, but you should be, yeah, you're repairing everything. And you're also a belt. Huh, yeah, well, mobs don't show up on the map and we just had a creeper explosion. Honestly, that was an accident waiting to happen. I just wanted to upgrade my helmet with some steel. I really want to try and find another fortress because I want to make some potions. Ah, yes. We found one. Why is it so dark and why the hell is it buried underground? Yes, what we're looking for. Netherwort. I want to go on a very small mining session and since I cannot place torches using my pickaxe, you know, the right click functionality doesn't work, I thought we brew some potions of night vision. And there is some cheaty thing that I want to try and do. So let us get a divining rod. This is from Project E. We should be able to upgrade it using different types of dust. And this is the maximum tier. We can increase the mode of this guy to be a 64 by 3 by 3. And this is essentially a prospector. It will tell you the EMC value of the blocks in front of you. The average. You see, it's 1, meaning that it's just stone. But if we do it over here, you see, there is something which has a value of 256. And yeah, I'm guessing that was the tin. Okay, basically what we want to try and do is to find high value targets, like diamonds. That one. Yes, first off, it was emeralds, and yeah, it can be the first block, it can be the 20th block. You just have to get lucky. So, let me do some mining, and I'll be right back. The whole reason that I'm trying different methods of mining is to gather some EMC, and see which one is more efficient. Unfortunately, mining is not going to pay off. Crops and bees are far, far away, so I guess we have to go with the vanilla system. Energy collectors and antimatter relays. There are cheaty ways of duplicating EMC, but that's not something that I really want to do unless we absolutely have to. So let us see how this one is going to work. You know about this one, right? This is called Energy Collector Mark III. It does require sunlight and it generates EMC very slowly. Instead of sunlight, obviously you can use like glowstone. However, if you put an antimatter relay in front of it, you see, the EMC comes here. And what we should be able to do is to charge a client star. But that is incredibly slow. So what if we try and maximize it a bit? Is it faster? I'm assuming it's faster. It's 8 per tick. Maybe that is going to be something temporary that we will do. Also, if we add more light, are you gonna go faster? No. Had to try. Yes, the stupid system actually works and we are gaining EMC. It's actually faster than me mining. However, it is incredibly slow. So you know what we should do? We are going to trade with villagers, cheat the system, and expand our setup. Well, you know me, I always try to find a problem in my system, and unfortunately, despite my best efforts, I can't really find anything wrong. Each one of them has a 250,000 EMC, so that's 1 million EMC at this very moment. And I just started working, so I can't really complain. It is very true, I spent around 12.5 million EMC in order to set up this system, but I think it's going to pay itself very soon. Also, we are going to expand on it, so it's not going to be a problem. Anyways, if we want to collect our EMC, there are different ways, but the way that I'm going to use is that we're going to use a client star. It will collect every single ounce of EMC, and then we just put it back in our tablet. Although, considering the fact that it does take some time in order to fill in the client star, we just put one in them anyways. So that, you know, next time I don't have to wait. Another thing that I was thinking maybe we should do is regarding the blast furnaces. Can you read the comparator signal out of them? Oh, no. Why? No, you really can't. Interesting. I just wanted to make sure that the smoke is going to come out whenever it's working. Apparently I can't do that. Or maybe there is a way. If there is, please let me know. I'm assuming by this time all of you guys have red matter armor, so this part is not very relevant to you. But I don't really like how it looks, so can we get a few nice enchantments? Protection 4. Awesome. Protection 4 again. Protection 3, but Aqua Affinity. Is this my lucky day? Huh, I look shiny. Don't really ask me why I decided to do that, but I thought we have OP armor, we have an OP sword, so why the hell not? Let us get a nether star. The only thing that I forgot is that without any looting, that's the most grindiest thing that you can do. But even with garbage looting, I guess you're fine. Let us do this like men and run away. Oh, we don't have an OP sword. Damn. But it went fine. Where is it? Oh, we got it. I think we only had to do this once, because this has EMC. Also, after a lot of tries, I did manage to find the gas tier. That is very important because if we want to move villagers, I'm assuming, yes, we do have a mob imprisonment tool. That is perfect. Wait a minute. You double ores? Is this something that I should have remembered from maybe Project Ozone? So here is 1 iron ore. You give me 2. Interesting. I honestly never paid attention. I do have a question from you guys. Do you guys remember how to make UU matter in Industrial Craft 2? Yes, exactly. You needed to have a mass fabricator, you would feed it tremendous amount of EU, which is power, and after a bajillion years and feeding it a ton of scrap in order to save on power, you would get 1 millibucket of UU matter. That UU matter had to go inside a replicator with a pattern, and you could duplicate items. In the old times, it was a bit different. There was no fluid UU matter. It was just a solid version. It is very true, you still need the mass fabricator, you still need to give it a ton of power as well as scrap in order to reduce the power required, but you will get the solid version, that's it. And you know, you can just put it in a crafting grid and get the items that you want. All of that is good and well and lovely jubbly, but what is it that we want? We want iridium and we want sonarium. And why do we even care? Well, obviously one of the most important things that we have to craft in this mod pack is the ultimate hybrid solar panel. Requires sonarium and iridium plate. I do understand that the EU that we are generating is not that much, and I do understand it's not even automated. But I really want to try something, so let us try to make a mass fabricator. I really need to know how much power it's going to consume so that we would be able to plan accordingly. We just need a ton of fiber. How did I mess up? I don't know. Oh, it should have been 56. Okay, my bad. So the mass fabricator itself is going to need 2 advanced machine blocks. So here is 1 and 2. A lapetron crystal, 2 advanced circuits, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a mass fabricator. Yes, energy to matter. Yes, I know. So if we put you here, you're not gonna explode. Progress is 0%. Holy. Well, this is something that we have to do anyways, unless we go with a reactor. And FYI, this has always been the grindiest part of Industrial Craft. But you guys already knew that. So I think here is going to be our action plan for the next episode. What we're going to do is that we're going to expand our EMC farm, maybe double it at least. I believe near our base there is a volcano, yes, over there. That is from Project Red Exploration. Maybe over here we would be able to have a setup for geothermal generators, and I'm going to have a lot of them. After that, maybe with some scrap we would be able to run a mass fabricator which will produce us UU matter. I'm assuming there is a recycler. Yes, good. The good thing about scrap is that if you add it to the mass fabricator, it's gonna get a boost, you see? It's much faster now. And this is going to be relatively easy. We just have to feed it cobblestone, and cobblestone has 1 EMC, so that's going to be cheap. Also, there seems to be an advanced version. Wait a minute, there's a scrap metal. Oh, it gives you iron. Okay, maybe the other one gives you scrap metal and maybe that one is better. We don't know. And by we, I just meant me. You probably know, but I will also figure it out next episode. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.